And we're back. What's up, everybody? Today we are back with Spiritus Core Gaming. We are recording pretty early today because I want to get a double drop today. It's been a hot minute. Life has been kicking my ass, but now that I have time to record, I'm gonna record probably an hour. This probably an hour, and then there'll be another upload probably about 5 hours from now. Depends. We'll see because I need to record that as well. But basically, we'll be double dropping today, and then we actually have a couple of games. I got an email from a game that looks pretty interesting. I think you guys might enjoy that one. So hopefully that'll come out as well today. But I will probably triple drop and then prepare something for tomorrow. There's a lot of stuff to do. I'm just trying to keep locked in. I've not been very locked in recently. I apologize, just again very busy. But it's time. There's also some patch notes we have to read. We should do that. So Bard got nerfed again. That's not fun. I think he's just like in the dumpster. I'm pretty sure he's unplayable. Talus nerf is pretty big. Less control, less damage. The movement speed is actually the big thing. 6 less movement speed means easier chase down in lane. Melee can punish a lot better. Inquisitor got nerfed again. I think he's actually back down from S tier to A. With the attack damage nerf, with the HP nerf, and the movement speed nerf, that's probably enough to bring him down to a significantly lower level. Sandmage got deleted from the game. Holy 6. Okay, so she's at minimum health, 48 movement speed. I mean, what do we even do? What are we doing here? I think she's full chopped. So I think we'll just bring her down. I mean, this has got to be like cooked. I think she's like, well, I don't think she's out of here, but she's still right. The concept of ultra scaling with Sandmage hasn't gone away. The problem is that Sandmage is one of those well, now she has no early game, right? You basically just have to scale to late game. Like, this means she's a great AD carry. Like, don't get me wrong, I think she's still probably a very, very good AD carry pick. But in terms of being being a good right-clicking character, yeah, we're probably cooked in terms of that. So yeah, I think that's fine. Let's see. Werewolf nerf. Okay, werewolf nerf's pretty good. Again, still bruiser tank ideas, still fairly possible. I don't want to go too crazy about that. Maybe a tier down. I mean, this is a pretty big HP nerf. Like, armor nerf is the big thing as well, because then he's gonna struggle to frontline a little bit. Laning phase is a little weaker. I'm not sure if that's like too harsh of a nerf, but whatever. Dark Mage nerf is pretty big, less damage, less HP. I'm pretty sure he's in the gutter. There's so many better mages than Dark Mage. Like, Dark Mage would need to be buffed out the ass to be picked. Like, the redeeming quality of Dark Mage is that his AoE Dark Blast is probably still the highest damage spell out if you can't have White Mage or Pyromancer. And I mean, Pyromancer is garbage right now because, again, her only appeal is AoE damage. She can't even clear waves that well at this point. So yeah, this just Dark Mage nerf is pretty fair. Voodoo Shaman nerf, less laning phase presence, less AP early. I'm not sure if he can get nerfed here. I think he's still pretty good as a support. So I don't think that's a nerf. Archer got nerfed again, straight to the gulag. Back to the gulag with you. Actually, not to the gulag. I think she's still B tier with those stat nerfs. It's not that bad. Cavalry buff. Okay, Cavalry is a character again. I don't know why he was B tier. He was definitely D tier. With 84 damage, he can jungle again. With 84 damage, he can probably lane into a lot of decent melee matchups again. What else would he lane into pretty well? What else would he lane into pretty well? I can't think of any right now. Not sure, but I think this is fine. Okay, yeah, I think this should be fine. I think Cavalry A is fine. Shadowmancer nerf, a buff, sorry. This has gotta be ass. Like, this has to be the worst buff of all time. You stay in the dumpster. Necromancer, you probably stay in the dumpster. Maybe not. Well, your movement speed is still like 50, right? Probably less than that. I didn't mean 50, I meant like 40. Necromancer, what's your movement speed? 48 movement speed! 60. Nah, you're so bad. You're in the gulag, buddy. You're scaling better. Okay, cool. Try scaling when you lose the lane 10 out of 10 times. Like, it's not playable. Fighter. They buffed Fighter again. Why? He's so broken. What do you mean he's unable to fight? What do you mean? He's bad picked every damn. He's bad picked every game. Please, man. Please nerf him. This is almost Riot level like rigging of the patch notes. By the way, this is nearly Riot level rigging. That's gotta be. That's gotta be like, nah, that's crazy. Oh my god. That is criminal. Pole Warrior is back on the menu, boys. So her base damage is still like 40 or something. Hang on. Actually, it's not that bad. Wait, her stats are just overall. Pole Warrior is back! She just needs a pairing now. She needs a pairing. Is Lancer back? Maybe. I don't want to spoil myself. Okay, Pole Warrior is back on the menu for sure. I think she's back to S tier. Look at these buffs. That's a 60 damage per level, 400 HP base, 2 armor, to 244 HP bonus. Holy, that's a lot. That's a lot of bonuses. So, okay. Sorry, I'm just like thinking, trying to lock in my brain here. Okay, I don't think that's whatchamacallit. I think that's pretty good so far for the patch notes. The only thing, obviously, Fighter is so cringe here. I think Ghost buff again. I mean, they keep buffing Ghost. The problem with Ghost is that his early game is too garbage. And also we can't play Ghost because our jungler is not very good. Like, his early game is so atrocious. Like, it's so hard to justify picking Ghost. Like, he scales great, but with 66 HP, he can't play AD carry. He can't play mid. He can't play. Maybe he can play top, but there's so few tops that he actually stomps. Like, I don't know what, like, he's supposed to be a snowball character that can't snowball. That's kind of currently his problem. Jiangshi buffs. I think Jiangxi's back on the menu, to be honest. The HP buffs, I mean, the damage is still a little lower, I think, but that should be fine. Dancer buffs is pretty good. He's still S tier. MR armor increase for the sustain. Range is back to normal. So again, all the scaling champs got buffed, and Serpent is like really broken now. I mean, they are asking for some craziness into the matchup. So the question is, which matchup are we going to be full streaming? I think we'll do the full play-by-play for FlyQuest, and then we'll do Shopify Rebellion as like a highlight reel, if that's fine with the gamers. So they pick Ogre and Gunner. So I think we steal Ogre and we ban Gunner. I think that should be our... I think that's a good idea. I think that should be our play. Okay, so Dancer ban. Get rid of Gunner here. Demon is still good. Circuit Blade is probably still broken. Get rid of that. Just trying to think here. What do we want? What's good on the meta? Full Warrior is broken. Fighter is still broken. Fighter is already banned. Exorcist is already banned. Hitman is decent as an AD carry. We just need to pair it with something good. Demon as well, I actually don't hate. Bomber is still open for top side pick as well. What do we get rid of here? What is good? I think we get rid of Shield Bearer and Knight, of course. I don't want FIFAs to play that. Pole Warrior is permabanned, of course. Swordmaster just got recently nerfed, but I think he can still play jungle pretty well. I guess the question is, what kind of AD carries do we not want to face? Because we're going to have to give something up. I don't think we want to play against a good ninja. That's for sure. We can't play ninja. I don't think any of our players can play ninja except, like, Brooksmiths. Not easy. I think we take Ogre Swordsman here. I don't want them to have Ogre, and I think Swordsman is still a really good jungle top flex to play with. I think we can run Ogre mid, actually, if the Gambler goes mid, which is looking likely. We can run Sand Mage 80 carry as well. Yeah, I think Sand Mage 80 carry is pretty decent. We just need a way to cover her. Ogre is good. Obviously, we can just put Slam Ogre bottom. But I think we want Bomber top as well, just to give Lin a free winning lane. White Mage, Lightning Mage, interesting. So who's the jungler? Plague Doctor, and then what? Gambler mid. So we can run Ogre. We can run Jiangshi, actually. I think Jiangshi would be great with our team, especially with the increased armor and magic resistance. You just press R and like set and forget. We have a lot of damage between our 3 cores already. We have no way to dispel the stuns. Obviously, Exorcist is banned. Cavalry was also open. Maybe as a support would have been good. Actually, Cavalry would have been way better than Jiangshi. I completely missed that, but I think it's fine. So we have Sand Mage 80 carry, White Mage mid, actually. So Brooks is gonna have a struggle, but I think it's fine. We play for early Serpent because Serpent is OP now. SKN, the build is good. Bomber, the build is good. Double AD on Lin. Actually, go double AD and then go Magic Resistance, I think is the play. For Brooks, Magic Resistance HP, become Indestructible God of Destruction. Soup, we go Magic Attack Speed. I think we go Crit second instead of first, because you need to Ultra Scale now. And then for Fiend Fest, we want Magic Resistance probably, yeah. We play for Poke, probably. I mean, we have a lot of damage. I think we just... Actually, Forza Fight. We have to play Forza Fight. Do they scale better than us? No, not really. So I don't think we're that worried. I think we also wave priority. We have a lot of wave clear. So I'm not too worried about that. Ganking play. Topside for sure, yeah. Alright, game number 1 versus Shopify Rebellion and Spiritus Core Gaming. Spiritus Core Gaming is still one of the best teams in the world. Remember, current reigning champions of the International Cup, as Lin gets first blood topside with an incredible gank by SKN on the Swordsman. So very well done there. Serpent immediately taken here by Spiritus Core Gaming at the 2-minute mark. So a massive stat boost already. Again, their composition does scale better in my opinion. Into Shopify Rebellion's composition. They have multiple ways to target. Chain Lightning does hit onto 2 though. Plague Doctor, Repolt used, Charm hits onto 2 as well. Feedfest is now here though with the Jiangshi ult as well if he needs it, and he does so. Walks into the Lightning Mage and will get that kill. Now Plague Doctor under threat as Feedfest just bashes him down. The summons are doing the work, and that'll be another kill as Lin on the top side was fighting multiple members on the side of Shopify Rebellion. Soup does get caught out here, though, as Serpent is traded for Morgard here. Potential execution hits onto 1. Doesn't get the kill on the Gambler, and that will be a trade. Again, 1-for-1. Bash does connect, though, and Brooks will secure that kill with the Bonkarino, and Feedfest just working his magic, just deleting Plague Doctor as well as Lin. 4-0-0 Lin Sanity showing up here in this game as White Mage trying to take the Morgard for himself, but it is secured by the side of Spiritus Core Gaming. Lin throws his body at him to make sure they cannot steal it. SKN though rotating mid does get the bash, and the sand pull coming in from Soup will secure that kill on the lone druid. The oppression hits onto 2, and Chain Lightning punishes SKN for attempting to execution the White Mage, who was Reaper ulted. Now White Mage though in the middle lane, drawn forward, a bit out of position. Now Reaper ult on the Plague Doctor as he tries to force a fight now, but the Chain Stun is good. Chain Lightning, speaking of, tried onto the Feed Fest, but there's too much tankiness going on right now for the side of Spiritus Core Gaming. As the mid push is looking excellent. Soup takes a tower, now building towards that attack speed. And once this Sand Mage gets up to that scaling crit, will be very, very dangerous. Feedfest peeling for his ADC. Chain Lightning hits onto multiple. Morguard is taken by Lin. SKN falls. Feedfest as well will follow. But with the Morguard being taken out, Lin now begins to push down topside. Plague Doctor is here as well as Gambler. But bottom lane, Lone Druid nearly falls as well as topside Lin just peeling them away. Lone Druid bottom lane will fall as Lin takes top tower. And the middle lane is being pushed in. Reaper forced out as Lin will go down. Overextended there. Execution comes in. SKN trying to get a kill, but will not quite do so. So in the end, Spiritus Core Gaming being a little bit sloppy here will concede a second Serpent. So again, tied up on the Serpent buff. So basically nothing has happened. They basically evened out on the Serpent buffs. Morguard now being attempted here by the side of Shopify Rebellion as the rest of Spiritus Core Gaming was trying to end the game. Reroll used, but Genchi just hard counters Plague Doctor in this context. Soup will secure that kill as now topside Lin catches off guard the Lone Druid. Feedfest is rotating away, but Brooks is so tanky now. Will just walk up towards the White Mage. Bash will connect. Soup will secure it with his damage, which is just overwhelming at this point. Nearly building towards that second magic item. Chain Lightning hits onto couple. Soup is already here. Morguard is taken. Lightning Mage will fall, and this is looking like the writing is on the wall. Soup will take bottom tower. Already so many stats on this Sand Mage. 600 AP, by the way. He crits for 200 magic damage per auto on top of the AD boost already. White Mage trying to clear the wave with the light beam, but there's just nothing more to be done here. Chain Lightning to try and hold them back, but it is over. Spiritus Core Gaming will take game number 1 in a long late game scaling, with Soup eventually just overwhelming them. SKN also did pretty well there. I mean, Brooks did his job. He just basically became indestructible, so that'll be good. So alright. So that is... Alright, so game number 2. What was banned? I didn't even notice. Okay, Bomber got banned. That's fair enough. Bomber destroyed the early game. I think Sand Mage late game AD carry is actually where it is. Like, obviously Sand Mage probably can't mid anymore considering the circumstances, but I think he's still pretty broken as a AD carry, especially like a scaling AD carry. I'm not sure if that sentiment will stick around though if like Hitman Pole Warrior is open. Probably not. We'll just have to see. I mean, this is why we draft, ladies and gentlemen. This is why we use our big brains to make sure that we get the big info going. We banned Knight and Shimmer. Pole Warrior banned again. So no Pole Warrior. Sand Mage is again open. There's like, again, there's no threat to Sand Mage, really, without Pole Warrior. Like, there's no, like, I mean, Ninja's open. Maybe there's a threat, but I'm just not sure. Okay, they steal Swordsman this time. We can take Ogre. There's Inquisitor open, but Inquisitor got nerfed pretty well. I don't know if that's like a worthy first pick anymore. Maybe we can give like Lin Ninja. How aggressive is this man? He is pretty aggressive. We could run Ninja top. Cavalry is also open. I think we take Cavalry here. I want to try out Cavalry. We can run him jungle. Ninja is taken. I mean, I expected that. Sand Mage is open, so is Archer. I do want Sand Mage over Archer, though. And for our mid lane, I think I want something aggressive. I want something early that will go well with our team. White Mage is open. I think we can take White Mage mid this game. I think White Mage mid is pretty good. I don't want them to have it. Lone Druid, Gambler. Okay, so their composition is, their composition is just front to back. Really, I'm trying to like figure out exactly what their plan is, but not very clear. Like, you know, it's not. I generally don't really know what their like full-on plan is. I think Inquisitor top is fine. So I think that is fine. I think we run Inquisitor top for sure. Ogre support this time with the Sand Mage I think is excellent. SKN on the Cavalry. Okay, it is Ninja Jungle. We play top side here, gank the Gambler, just pretty easy. SKN, go attack speed first. I think attack speed first is like the correct choice for Cavalry every single time. I mean, the rest, you know, is a bit debatable. But I think just like double defense this game is pretty good. Just so you don't get Ninja Execution, 3-fold slash and die. That would not be ideal. Feed Fest, Magic Resist, Defense HP, probably okay. How much armor does he have base? Okay, he has so much armor, he'll be fine. Top side into Gambler. Maybe, oh no. I think if I try to like build you HP, you're just gonna get harassed and die anyway, right? I don't know. SK, you're gonna have to gank top early, like really early, because I feel like level 1 Gambler is going to destroy Feedfest or Lane, and I would like that to not happen. We have joint priority here. We have no wave clear, not very good wave clear anyway. We have hard engage. Yep. Kill priority. No, fight priority. Our objective damage is not very high. I think that's fine though. I think that's pretty good. All right, game number 2, Shopify Rebellion versus Spiritus Core Gaming. Spiritus Core Gaming already with the interesting composition adjustment. Now Inquisitor topside, as Lin is actually dominating Jolgono, who just doesn't respect the Inquisitor damage and just straight up dies. He, however, is Gambler against a melee champ, so he will eventually take the top tower as the bottom rotation incoming from Lin to ensure that Serpent is taken. The bonus stats will be valuable in the short term here as he chases down Jolgono again for another kill for himself. Soup now, though low, getting chased down by animals, will fall to Lindarang on the Lone Druid. And another tower will be taken by Shopify Rebellion. So they have the gold lead at the moment from multiple towers being taken, but Lin is basically dominating this. Piercing Heaven executes Jolgono from half HP. That is not what you want to see as Shopify Rebellion, as Lin's sanity is back and going crazy right now. Brooks does fall. Feedfest is here to try and peel, but the charm connects and stops any continuation from Lin as he tried to turn it around, but a second Serpent taken by Spiritus Core Gaming will be significant if Shopify Rebellion doesn't make some magic happen with this Morgard take. They do take the mid tower first. Top tower is being harangued. SKN is waiting in the wings, trying to see if gank is possible. Cavalry charge is used, and execution gets onto 2. Triple kill for the side of the swordsman, and everyone falls on the side of Spiritus Core Gaming. And Shopify Rebellion looks to end the game on the first Morgard take. Multiple waves already on their tower, and suddenly, just like that, Shopify Rebellion blasts Spiritus Core Gaming to Kingdom Come. They say, you take 2 serpents, we'll take the game. Thank you very much. As SKN did absolutely nothing on Cavalry. And that'll be something to consider moving forward into the game. Because that is cooked. That is that is so cooked. 1 second. Alright, I mean, game number 3. Wow, we actually got blasted. That was shocking. We need to make sure we ban Ninja. All right. Alright. We need to ban Ninja, but I don't want to open with that ban. Let's see. I think we just ban the 3 bans here. Hopefully Pole Warrior is open. If not, they'll probably ban it. Get rid of Ninja. Ninja was probably... I mean, I don't think Ninja was the reason we lost, but Swordsman definitely was the reason. I think we have to first pick Swordsman because I feel like that's going to be the name of the game here. Ogre is still open. I mean, do I want them to have Ogre? Do I have a choice? The answer is not really. Okay, they take Bomber, Ogre. I mean, now it's up to us to figure this shit out, right? Now we have to beat this combo somehow. Obviously, the immediate answer is to just run an Ultra Scaling AD carry, which is obviously open. Pretty easy enough. Let's see. Pole Warrior is banned again. What do we want? Okay, we need... Obviously, we need some sort of way to punish Bomber eventually. Not right now, maybe eventually. There's just not a lot of good pickups. I mean, Hitman is okay. Into Ogre feels troll. I think we run Taoist supports. No, we run Taoist top with Lin. I was thinking of Taoist. I think we run Taoist top with Lin. No. I think we run Taoist support. I think we have to run Taoist support. I don't know how good Cavalry is. This last fight, it was not good. It was pretty chopped. Let's see. What is... Okay, let's run White Mage again. Middle lane. I don't know. We have to run Taoist support for sure. I'm not sure what to do about this Bomber top. We need to run like a tank up there. Jiangxi maybe? Fuck it, dude. Our comp is a little scuffed, but I'm confident we can make this work. I was so stuck. The Bomber pick really fucked me up. Okay, they're running Lone Druid bottom again. I think Taoist is gonna get destroyed, but I think that's fine. Focus topside, win topside, I think. Play poke. We have so much poke. Play for waves. No, play for join. Play for fight priority. Play for Serpent for sure. And the question becomes, like, what do we do? So they're all AD. So we have to go all AD defense, surely. Go all AD, attack. Defense. We can just go double AD on this guy. Can you chase people down? What's your move? You can for sure chase people down. No one is faster than you. Just go double AD and like murder them. Brooks, that build's fine. Soup, that build's fine. Feed Fest, that build's okay. I mean, we have no choice, so it's whatever. Let's see. Okay, I think this is good. Alright, game number 3, Spiritus Core Gaming versus Shopify Rebellion. Game number 3. I think I mentioned that already. We'll have to see what Spiritus Core Gaming can do here, as their composition looks a little bit wonky. There's a lot of damage output for sure, but the question is, can they scale to that point where multiple damage sources are actually, you know, like, valuable? But topside, Lin does get the kill up to Jagono. Now first timing on the Jiangxi as well, mind you. Execution comes in, but the Reaper onto the Archer immediately counters SKN there. Oppression hits onto 2 though, and Lin once again... Oh, sorry, Jagono once again gets taken out on the Bomber. The Sand Pit keeps him in place. Archer, though, poking a lot from the top side. Hail of Arrows does a lot of damage. Will take out the Sandmage. But Talus is now here. Stasis is also 1. Now gets the kill onto Lone Druid. Now Plague Dog's gonna follow as the Stasis, Silence, and Disarm is good. Now Archer is now the next victim. And will fall as well to Spiritus Core Gaming as their composition excellent at picking off one character at a time, and they did that successfully. Serpent will be traded, though, as Shopify Rebellion takes the opportunity to do that before Spiritus Core Gaming can respond. SKN does fall. Beatfest in middle. Stasis hits onto the bomber and will trap him in place. Light Beam should secure it as Brooks will secure that. The Taoist and White Mage combination is very solid, and again, the question still remains, can Spiritus Core Gaming scale up to that late game where their multiple damage sources will be the deciding factor here? And with this Morgard take, they will be heading towards that goal. Already 3,000 their lead. Jiangxi ult used in the bottom side as mid top tower is taken. Soup as well taking that tower, building towards the attack speed item. Archer, Reaper ult used here, trying to fight Lin, but will be unable to do so. Execution will whip onto the lone druid, and the SKN out of position, getting chased down. Ogre will get that bash going, and he will go down with no jungler here. Spiritus Core Gaming is playing a dangerous game trying to take this. Morgard, the Sandpit does connect onto the bomber, though, once again caught out of position, and that's a massive kill going the way of Spiritus Core Gaming. But now Lin, out of position against multiple members of Shopify Rebellion, is fighting for a very long time, but eventually will fall. Mid tower will get traded for that as Morgard fight is now massive. Execution hits onto 2, but Reaper ult instantly counters it, and SKN will fall here, but Lone Druid will be traded. Now Archer low will get picked up as well by the Sand Mage, and that should spell the end of the fight as Soup begins to run down the rest of Shopify Rebellion. Another kill goes the way of the Sand Mage as another late game bar burner is meeting us, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have to get rid of the highlight mode as now the fight belt breaks out. Execution hits onto Plague Doctor and forces away. Ogre dies from max HP down to straight garbage. Hail of Arrows does a lot of chip damage to multiple members from the side of Spiritus Core Gaming, but luckily they are able to thwart the threat of Shopify Rebellion. Vus 5-0 trying to steal a Morgard here, but unable to get in range. Now chase down Bomb, trying to slow them down, but now Bomber out of position. Trap will be sprung, but will not catch anybody as Jiangxi will peel Plague Doctor away. The chase is still on for the Bomber, but he's not going to make it. They're not going to make it in time to get that kill. Morgard buff is still active for another minute and 20 seconds. There is no wave, though. All the waves are pushed in, but they will kill the Bomber as they force a fight under the tier 2 tower, or the tier 3 towers, I should say. As Lin flees for his life with the Gen Shield, buys him a lot of space. Will have to try and flee, though. There's a lot of damage here to the side of Shopify Rebellion, but with the AD armor, he is a very hard kill. Reaper ult used as well. Plague Doctor trying to fight back, but the Lin is just taking no damage. Am I crazy? Lin is taking no damage from this Plague Doctor. He's like, what is that? That tickles, and just chases down the Plague Doctor's top side. The Nexus towers will fall. Everybody low on Shopify Rebellion. They try to brace for impact, but Soup just ends the game by his autos. And once again, Spiritus Core Gaming will take game number 3, but this time with the back of Soup. And this Sand Mage AD carry is incredible right now. Absolutely fantastic game. We will have to see how it goes there. As, I mean, that was a pretty big stomp. But that's fine. I would say stomp, but it was pretty hard to... It was close for a little bit, and then the game blasted open. Sorry, my brain was lagging there. But with Shopify Rebellion down, we are now playing against FlyQuest, I think, next, which is Orion team. I'm pretty sure Orion is still benched. We'll see, though. If Orion isn't benched, we'll watch the full game, because I think that'd be pretty cool, but we'll have to see. Nail Biter, I mean, it was pretty intense. I think Soup MVP both times. I mean, whoever gets Sand Mage is MVP, especially if you can scale up to it. It's pretty broken. So we'll have to see. Alright. Now against Shopify Rebellion here. Who's playing? Is Orion playing? Orion is their AD carry. So, okay, we're definitely watching these. We have to watch these. They are a Spirit Guardian player. I mean, Orion loves it when Feedfest plays Spirit Guardian, so that makes sense. Wait, that's not Orion. You're fucking assholes, man. They won't let Orion play against us. That's actually so cringe, by the way. I can't believe they would do that. Whatever. We're banning Demon. Um... Let's see. Ninja Band, get rid of that. Okay, Pole Warrior is open. Exorcist is also open. Bomber is banned. So I think they're looking to pick Exorcist here, but I'm not that worried. What kind of pairing are we looking to deny them if they take Pole Warrior? Guardian Spirit, we should get rid of. I was gonna get rid of Hitman, but I'm not actually that sure how good that is, especially with Ogre still open. So they take Lancer. They give us Pole Warrior and Exorcist, which is a question mark. Hitman is open. Ogre is open. I mean, we can just... Okay, they pick... I'm pretty sure we just, like, run some sort of comp that, like, runs them over, right? Surely we just run a comp that runs them over and we just stomp this game. Hitman, Ogre bottom, and then we just run, like a really strong mid laner, like a white mage. Swordsman is also open. We can run Swordsman mid, actually. I'm pretty sure FlyQuest's coach is, like paycheck stealing. There's no way they let me have this draft. They put Sandmage into... What? What? Okay, whoever is running FlyQuest, like, FlyQuest's coach needs to get fired. Seriously though, he needs to get fired. There's no way you let me have this comp for free. Like, I didn't even need to try for this comp. What? That is crazy that you just let this happen. Let's go AD first. We should early burst damage. HP first on Feed Fest, just so you tank up and then you can no defend. But this gotta be troll. Okay, yeah, I think this is fine. What do we want for kill priority? I think fight priority. Do we have hard engage? I think we do. Going priority, we don't really have that much wave clear. Play topside, Sandmage can't escape. I think this is pretty good. Alright, let's do it. Alright, game number 1 between FlyQuest and Spiritus Core Gaming. There's a pretty big rivalry between these two as Orion transferred to FlyQuest, and FlyQuest has been pretty middle of the pack so far. They've been competing pretty well in the NA division so far, so we'll have to see how well they do against Spiritus Core Gaming. They are number 4 seed right now, as Spiritus Core Gaming is number 3. Of course, the top dogs are still basically one loss ahead, which is pretty incredible. Top side, Sandmage just get the early advantage because of the poke, and of course, Exorcist has been nerfed down to about 1,000 HP. As middle lane, actually a kill attempted here. SKN was looking for it, but could not get in range for the leaf strike. So in the end, Archer will survive, and we'll just try to push his wave under tower before Swords can get back. I don't think that'll be the case. I'm pretty sure Brooks will be able to catch this wave before any CS is lost in the tower, and pretty easily he does so. I mean, he misses a CS there, but topside, NBL will be pushing that wave, and bottom lane as well will be pushing. But Soup and Feedfest are CSing just fine. I mean, the Mystic Dancer will take this wave, but otherwise, the Soup will be able to catch this. I'm not sure if they want to stay under tower, though. And the bash would be pretty good. Mystic Dancer now out of position. Takes a tower shot to the face. And now a rundown here is possible as Soup nearly gets in range for the shot. And he gets it with the stun. And first blood will go the way of Spiritus Core Gaming as Mystic Dancer just overextended. Gets picked off. And will simply go down there as the overextension from Mystic Dancer really costs him there. Topside still leading slightly to the Sandmage, but eventually once Lin hits level 3, this should be a significantly harder So this should be significantly easier for lane, I should say. As now he hits level 3 and can clear waves quite easy, but I don't know. Maybe Sandmage is just too OP. Maybe it just harasses too much. Serpent now being the setup here for both teams. Spiritus Core Gaming will get to the first strike as Brooks now hits level 5, has execution, and Lancer is level 2, by the way. I don't know how he's level 2, but he is level 2. Bottom lane will get picked off here from the side of FlyQuest, as there is no way my Lancer is level 2. Why is my Lancer level 2? The enemy jungler is level 4. What happened? I'm so serious. What happened to my jungler? Oh, he's not clearing the camps. It keeps respawning. Oh my god, my jungler is down 900 gold as SK gets another kill. Lin topside loses his power, but I don't think Lin minds too much as now he has the movement speed. He's beginning to chase on MBL. The MBL gets under tower in time. Lin tried to keep chasing, but unfortunately will not be able to. As Exorcist, strangely enough, eventually power spikes over the Sandmage because he just hits harder, I guess, with the crits. So just very scary there. Middle lane, Lancer does hit level 5. I'm not sure how that happened. Went from level 2 to level 5 in a blink of an eye. Execution will hit thin air as Archer does escape. Meanwhile, bottom lane, speaking of escaping, Ogre just gladly takes another kill for himself, and the bash connects onto the Bard, and he actually just walks up and kicks his ass. So there's a rest in pieces there for FlyQuest's bottom lane support. Hitman, 2 kills as well onto Soup, as now he teleport strikes in. Bash connects onto Mystic Dancer as the mark for death connects, and Soup will secure that kill, and this Hitman beginning to scale up very dangerously with a Pole Warrior still to come in these team fights. Will be very dangerous. Lin now, though, getting chased down by multiple players as Hail of Arrows will pepper him in the body, and that will be a kill. Middle lane, Bard will be chased down here as well by Swordsman, and that should get picked off as well. As now top lane, Sandmage does get picked off by the side of Spiritus Core Gaming. Again, SKN, Feedfest, this dynamic duo is so deadly as now Archer execution will hit him, and the damage is good. Brooks actually soloed him. Like, the other two was not in range to do anything else whatsoever. Archer just, like, got full comboed and died. As now, Borgard is going to be taken from the side of Spiritus Core Gaming. There is no response from FlyQuest right now. They're not even starting up Serpent. I just don't know what they're doing. I mean, I don't know what their plan is. Finally, they'll start up Serpent, but Soup, Feedfest, and Brooks are now clearing out mid lane to see if they can see what's what down here. Actually, it's not corrected. They don't know this is happening. So Serpent will be traded 1 for 1. So the Serpent imbalance is restored. But now, caught is the Lancer. Leaf Strike in mark for death. He was dead 3 ways to Sunday. Bard now being chased down as well by SKN and Brooks as the Pole Warrior comes alive. And SKN on this Pole Warrior, man. How I missed SKN on Pole Warrior, to be honest. This man is a myth on this hero. He has won us very many games on this Pole Warrior and is continuing to do so. Brooks will get a kill onto the Mystic Dancer as Swordmaster, once again showing off his power as a overwhelming damage mid laner. 80 assassin. I mean, he's not an assassin, he's a bruiser, technically speaking. Feedfest ults up here, just tanks up all of that damage. Has a bajillion stacks already on this Ogre, as now Hitman does overextend. SKN as well will die for that, as now Bard will fall. Feedfest taking a bunch of tower shots. Lin as well overextending. There's so many people overextending right now. Spiritus Core Gaming just got a little bit excited. That's a way to put it. 33,000 gold to them, 10,000 the gold lead nearly. We will see if they can close it out in the next Morgard or if there will be some more questions to be had in this game. As now Execution connects with the Sandmage, and the whiffs, but he does close the distance, but doesn't quite get the kill. Mystic Dancer bottom lane will take the tower bottom. Hail of Arrows comes in. Pole Warrior Leaf strikes forward. Archer now being chased down. Will get bashed up. Bard will sing a song and will perish to that effect. Unfortunately, As bottom lane will cleared out, Spiritus Core Gaming just waiting up for Morgan here. It does spawn, so the question now is, can FlyQuest even contest this? The Lancer is level 7 for crying out loud. He is so poor. It is crazy. He has defensive armor plating. But that's about all he can show right now. Is this Morgan's just going to get taken. Sandmage tries to distract them, but Brooks just like zones them away. And that'll be the take there. Soup lands the stun. Mark for death as well. He should explode. Nearly does. To the damage, but the chase down is good. SK and Leap strikes away. Tower will fall. As they just brute force it and take it away. Missing Dancer, still no stacks. Leaf Strike connects onto the Bard middle lane, and this is a disaster. Of course, FlyQuest, they just have no avenues into this game at all. As middle lane is being barreled down, Missing Dancer trying to rotate in. Hall has the crit item second. The Hitman comes in, joins Swordsman after the execution connects. And this should be game number 1 taken by Spiritus Core Gaming. I don't know who's drafting for FlyQuest, but they gotta be arrested. Seriously, what is happening with their drafting? It's so bad. It is genuinely awful. I don't know how their comp was supposed to function. Alright, game number 2. Are they gonna have Orion play? No. Why is they playing DC Star against instead of Orion? Are they... Maybe they're like, oh, they have too much info on us if we play Orion. I just want to play with Orion at one point, man. You know, just like once. But whatever. We'll just have to see how it goes. We get rid of... What did we get rid of last time? I don't even remember. They banned Mystic... Wow, their read on the meta is dog water. Like, with all due respect, their read on the meta is atrocious. I don't... What is this? They gave me Exorcist Pole Warrior again! Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, boys. I wanted this matchup to be like a full episode because I thought it would be like close. Man, you never know what the close matchup will be. Because what? They gave me Ogre as well? Okay, cool. They take Sandmage, so I don't have like a pairing. But like, brother, what? There's no way. Wait, is that... Wait, actually, hang on. That might be... If that Circus Blader top, it's probably gonna be a bad idea to put something low range. I think we pick Sniper, actually. We can put... Let's put Lin on Sniper top. I want to avoid that matchup entirely, and then we run AD Carry Exorcist. You're gonna be like, what the hell, AD Carry Exorcist? Well, if assuming Circus Blader is top, I don't want Lin to get run down. Yeah, so obviously... What? Oh, Sandmage Jungle? Go, like, kill him, like, 50 times. Please, go kill him 50 times. 50 times off cooldown would be fantastic. Thank you. So, let's see. The... What else do I change here? Join priority, Oh yeah, items, duh. Lin, you need some attack speed, brother. Holy, your AD scaling is dog. Your AD scaling is so bad. Alright, attack speed for sure is necessary, so you can do some front to backing. So what, you'll have 200 AD max level? Jesus, you're so cooked late game. That's fine. Soup. Attack speed, magic resist seconds probably better. Defense, third. HP. Go magic resist defense, actually. Alright, game number 2. Spiritus Core Gaming versus FlyQuest. FlyQuest with a very hyper-aggressive draft will do a lot of damage and will probably scale pretty decently into the late game, but I'm not sure if letting Ogre through, especially in this meta where having a frontline tank has been very, very valuable in a lot of matchups. The only matchups Ogre has been losing as of recently, from my understanding, is matchups where he cannot abuse being like a tank. Like Hitman's probably not Hitman, but like, you know, a lot of damage, a lot of different damage profiles can really overwhelm Ogre still. Like, yeah, he ultra scales from a lot of damage taken, but like if you have multiple damage cores that can just burst him down, or maybe like another thing that I'm noticing as well with why Ogre loses sometimes is the damage profile of your team is just too melee focused, right? But the point of, I feel like the point of Ogre is to have a front to back comp and have something to back, like to have a back, like what's that word I'm looking for? Like if you need to have a spine for your team comp to make it work, and that's really the question you're gonna be asking yourself, right? Like, what is the spine of my team comp, really? As Soof just basically continues to farm here. I mean, Pole Warrior has not done a very good job in carrying her off. Bottom lane as well, pretty even so far. Soof is just trying to farm up to his crit item. Of course, once the Exorcist does hit level 3, this becomes an entirely different lane. Exorcist does want a lot of levels to really abuse the early game stats, but as AD carry, I'm not sure if he can do that. So maybe griefing a little bit in terms of that regard. But now, with Sniper hitting level 3, this lane is now probably Sniper favored. I doubt Circus Blader can really contest that anymore. Because, again, the reason why this was Circus Blader favored is because Sniper, you know, obviously can still get poked by multiple daggers. But now with the headshot available, can just, like, shoot the Circus Blader from far away with headshots. But out of position is Lin. Did not respect it. The daggers still punish him a lot. Feedfest does try to chase down Cavalry, does not succeed, and will start up Serpent here with now the rest of Spiritus Core Gaming connecting. Soof is now here as well. He's looking to get this as the kill immediately comes forward. Brooks chases down the Sandmage here, walking him down. The movement speed is still very high, so Soof just falls. So even in the end, Sandmage goes down top. The Serpent is secured, and that's a lot of stats swinging the way of Spiritus Core Gaming. So you cannot really underestimate the damage output there. Soof does take the bottom kill as well, as Voodoo Shaman will fall in the meantime. Spiritus Core Gaming now with a small gold lead, but again, this is very scary. I mean, the Circus Blader getting a kill will accelerate him, and I'm so worried Lin is just going to run it down. I mean, he hasn't run it down so far, but I'm just saying it's very likely that he just dies here again. Final Act secures it, and that's what I'm talking about. NBL just taking advantage of the sniper top is so scary, especially since Spiritus Core Gaming is relying on this front-to-back top side to win this game. At least Circus Blader is not, like, snowballing out of control. He is snowballing, but out of control, debatable. Soup is still pretty good stat-wise, level 5 now as well, and a decent gold lead. Not significant, decent. That is the name of the game. As the gold lead, speaking of, is basically mitigated because this Circus Blader is just going to take top tower here, and it will swing the way of FlyQuest. As now chasing down Lin again, both daggers connected, another one. Lin just goes down again, and now I can confidently say top lane is snowballing out of control. NBL is level 8, Sniper is still level 6 onto Lin, and it's getting harder and harder to really see if Spiritus Core Gaming can fight this. Sleep trying to connect on the Circus Blader, no, but Sandpit hits onto multiple targets, but FKN will at least get that kill. The Totem will silence him, though, and now Feedfest in a lot of danger, taking a lot of damage here, but he is Ogre, so he will buy a lot of time, but will eventually fall as Lin respawns. Soup is still alive. Soup is setting up for Morgard here. Soup, speaking of, will try to push out top tower here. Lin is here as well to just take some CS for himself, but the push now begins. The tower is their angle, but they see Morgan being taken. Maybe they can see an opportunity here. Bullet will fly through, hit on the 3, headshot is good, and will get the kill onto Cavalry. So the stall is perfecto. Soup just trying to chase for another kill, but it gets chipped away and poked to death by the Sand Mage. Now leaping forward is Circus Blader, trying to force another play, but is now running for his life as Swordmaster says, "Who do you think you are? I am." Leap Strike hits onto the Sand Mage. Bump will follow through. Headshot connects, and SKN will secure it with his right click, and this should open up more guard for Spiritus Core Gaming. And FlyQuest, even with an advantageous fight, just fumbles it right at the end as Morgan being taken down. Multiple members low though as Execution hits on the 2 Charm, trying to buy some time for the Swordsman. The final act will save the Circus Blader. So Swordsman just falls. SKN will fall too as the fight continues. A duel to the death for this Morguard as both teams continue to battle on. Exorcist ult hits onto the cavalry, but doesn't quite get the kill. Now Soup says whatever, they can have Morguard, rotating to the bottom lane to catch this wave. And he does have his crit item finished, but unfortunately just no setup. So Morguard is conceded here most likely from the side of Spiritus Core Gaming, unless they have an angle. I mean, Morguard is being taken very quickly. I don't think they can come contest it. 2,000 the gold lead now for the side of Spiritus Core Gaming. They clear the mid wave. The Morguard is not dead yet. I mean, SKN is here. He sees it. He's going to try for a steal. I think he leaps right forward, but doesn't quite get it. Bullet will fly through. It's not dead yet. But Morguard will be secured by FlyQuest as they begin to run cavalry charge away, escaping from Spiritus Core Gaming like bandits, but Savage doesn't escape. Bash will hit onto him. Exorcist Execution hits onto one. Now Gambler caught between a rock and a hard place will get picked off as well, as the bonus damage from Soup given to Lin helps him out with that kill there. Morgan is still secured for the side of FlyQuest, but they should be second Serpent going the way of Spiritus Core Gaming. And again, don't forget, that's a lot of stats. You do not just underestimate that. That is so many bonus stats going the way of Spiritus Core Gaming. That is 12% more armor, 12% more magic resistance, 12% more AP, 12% more AD. That is not insignificant, especially if they get a third stack. You do not want to let them stack up here. Look at the bonus damage on these players. There's 500 AD on my Swordsman right now. This is so scary. But Morguard, still 30 seconds. If they can end the game here, then the Serpent stacking will be completely irrelevant, of course. Cavalry Charge uses. Leaf Strike comes in, and Sand Mage pulls him in and just gets the kill on SKN as he tries to play. Soup charging forward, nearly kills off Circus Blader, will fall to the headshots as Brooks hits Execution onto one more. Sandmage fleeing for his life, but will not escape the Swordsman, as another kill and the denial of the push will spell the end for this initial play for FlyQuest. As with that tower falls, Charm hits onto one, but Soup just tanks it like a champ. Brooks now 5, 2, and 3 on this Swordsman, continuing to scale up. Now has 555 damage. And this Execution is going to be disgusting. How much damage did they do? 1,000 damage on Execution right now? 200% AD, by the way. So that, yeah, so that's nearly 1,000 damage just from hitting Execution. And once he gets this 40% armor penetration on the second sword, it might just be full cooked. Circus Blader might get one shot. How much HP does Circus Blader have? Yeah, Circus Blader is actually one shot, if he's not careful. Sand Mage, though, getting caught out here. Sand Pull, Execution hits, and that's what I'm talking about. The damage is disgusting. Brooks just gets that kill solo. As Sand Mage with no jungler here, FlyQuest will be conceding this Morguard. Serpent is up in 5 seconds as well, and Spiritus Core Gaming will be looking to stack their third Serpent, which is going to be incredibly disgusting. Charm hits onto one, but the bash connects and Cavalry will fall. SKN willing to take that risk, and the rest of the team is behind him. Feedfest even ults to make sure there is no shenaniganery. Then now Serpent is spawning. The rest of Spiritus Core Gaming will rotate to that, and this is so dangerous. Look at how many stats they will have. This Swordsman now has 700 AD, nearly 100 armor without armor items. Same with the Ogre, 100 armor, 300 magic resistance. These resistance stacking, you cannot sleep on it. At this point, the Serpent buffs are really big. You cannot just let them go now. As Soup's gonna charge forward, the bash is not gonna connect though. So the Execution comes in, nearly gets a kill. Brooks was hoping for a reset, but overestimated his damage, unfortunately. So still will not get that kill. 679 damage to his name. Unfortunately, did not one-shot anybody. I mean, he got real close, but still no kill. NBL does push down top side, but Spiritus Core Gaming just ignores it. There's a wave middle lane. As Lin, the bottom side gets caught out here. Charge forward. Headshot is good as Lin begins to flee, and he actually escapes with his life. Cavalry is still chasing him. Should eventually die, as Cavalry will get that kill now. Circus Blader caught in the middle lane. NBL falling as he tries to buy some space, but Soup just doesn't care. He is walking up, just beating them up. There's so much damage on this Exorcist. He only has 400 AD, but look at his defensive stats. He has 300 armor nearly on both sides. He is so tanky with 2.6 KHP as well. The Bash will land. Sword Wave as well. Cavalry will get picked. And Soup will clear bottom wave. And the Morguard will expire, but Feed Fest, man. He is so scary right now. He is also scaling quite well. 2.6 KHP, and a lot of these tickle damage just permanently increases health as well. So, you know, I'm not sure if this is gonna be playable for FlyQuest, especially if they keep like scaling into the late game, right? Let's think of this critically. How do they do damage late game, right? It's gonna be Sandmage. She is nowhere near her crit item. She's going second AP even. Leaf Strike will land. Execution on the 2, and the damage is so disgusting. Oh my god, Brooks. Look at the damage. Look at this damage. Execution hitting onto 2. Boom! It's just nearly one-shot Gambler with Brooks. And Brooks obviously can't get any more damage from this point forward. He is maxed out. Out the wazoo. The only way he gets more damage is by stacking more Serpents. But still, like, come on, that is ridiculous, the bonus damage. And you can see the percentage-based bonus as well from the Serpent. He is 17 instead of 15 AP. So another kill going the way. Swordsman gets another kill. And Soup as well. With the bonuses stacking on top of just, like, being so strong right now. The Swordsman is 76 movement speed. The Exorcist is 69 movement speed. Brooks now just walking around, just doing stuff at this point. 757 AD on the Swordsman, man. You are so strong. As the Nexus mid will fall, and Spiritus Core Gaming will take game number 2 from FlyQuest. As holy cannoli, they just obliterate them at this point. And Spiritus Core Gaming, man, FlyQuest, you used to be our boys, man. What happened to you lot? You guys are washed as hell. As now we're against Supernova next, so that'll be an interesting fight. We'll have to see how that goes. Let's see the news. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're still permabanning Shield Bearer and Guardian Spirit, so we'll have to see there. But yeah, just on to the next. Supernova is up next. I think the Serpent changes have been really good. Just let me know what you guys think, though. I do think the Serpent changes have been fantastic for the overall longevity of the game. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. So let's just like start it up here in a second. Fan prediction, pretty stompy for us as well. And let's just get right on to it.